day. It is a gorgeous day, but John told me don't put any fluff into this. Let's just get right to it. Bitch session! Hit it!
Oh, you need some music when you do that. It was like...
Yeah, okay, don't tell us.
Okay. No fluff.
No fluff.
Okay, so today, bitch session for me is basically... Yeah, we're good.
All right.
Today is working with family members. It takes a special type of person to work with family members. And don't get me wrong, I'm going to start lightly and just touch the surface with my dad. Great guy. He wouldn't be where I'm at today without my dad, so I'm not really going to rip him too much. But he was a hard one to work with. So basically, when I first started working with him, he was like, when you get out in the truck by yourself, he said, then I can pay you more. Now, this was 1985 when I started working with my dad, right after I got into school. In 1985, 75 hours a week was not a lot of money to anybody. That's what was my pay. So basically, after a month or two, I said to him, like, Dad, I said, when am I going to get out and make some money? He says to me, well, when you can go out on your own and you're not riding along with me. I said, well, when's that? I said, I'm ready now. He says to me, he looks at me and he says, you're not going out by yourself on my insurance. So that job lasted for 2 years. We decided that we weren't going to be able to work together. So after that, about, I guess probably 10 years later, we wound up getting it was actually a sixplex in Wildwood. Got a sixplex in Wildwood. Now, I was okay with him at that point because the whole rental thing, working the landlord thing, we got along. But then Wayne, who Ronnie's talked to about in past videos, he would come down and try to help, and I appreciate everything he was doing because he was working at a discount rate because he was my buddy. But my dad constantly ripping all over Wayne. Wayne spilled glue. He was gluing down stick-on tiles. He spilled glue by the heater. And my dad's like, he's gonna burn the goddamn place down and blow it up in the process. I said, Dad, he's coming down for $50 a day. I said, what are you complaining about? I said, we got insurance.
Cheap labor.
Yeah. So after that, I decided I started a wholesale business up, which lasted, I guess, about 18 years. I started that up. Well, my dad's like, because I was still working for somebody, he's like, oh, you got to get your sister involved. He says, she will be a good bookkeeper and you can work together. I'm like, okay. My sister sets up a bank account at Bank of America.
Dun, dun, dun.
She doesn't even, most people when they set up a bank account business-wise, they're thinking, best rate, availability as far as being able to get in and out the bank. This numbnut turns around. Do you know why she set up the account? Crickets. She set up the account basically because she said the tellers at the bank smiled at her when she walked in all the time. She had a personal account there. In the meantime, I'm paying outrageous fees and rates because this numbnut picks a bank over who smiles at her.
She liked the way, now look at this kid.
Right.
Because she liked the way they smiled.
Yeah.
What the biscuits?
So the last bitch, which is in family members, that basically is, I'm trying to think, what was that? That's, working with my son. So now we're doing the landscape business. This dude shouldn't even be in the street.
No, he shouldn't be in the street.
So now we're doing the landscaping business. And my son, don't get me wrong, he's a workhorse. He does everything that he's supposed to. But he's another one that'll drive you absolutely fucking nutty, buddy, if you were around him 24/7. I tell him this week, I said, Sean, make sure that you take the list with you. He packs up the car because he has a list of the accounts that he has to do tomorrow, which is actually today he's out on the road. He turned around and says, oh, Dad, I don't need the list. He says, just text it to me. I text it to him. So here I wind up texting him the list, and he turned around and says, "Oh, it didn't come through on my phone." Text it again. Text it a second. It didn't come through on my phone, Dad. I said, Sean, I said, what do you want me to do? I said, the only thing I can tell you to do is I'm going to have to basically tell you each one. You're going to have to write it down. Oh, email it to me. Then all of a sudden, miraculously, he finds an old list. In the meantime, the whole process of him being up in the Northeast, Philadelphia, where we have a bunch of accounts, is so I don't have to go up there and I can do stuff like what I'm doing today. He's constantly, so far, he's texted me like 10 times today. This isn't a rare occurrence, by the way. He does this all the time. Then he'll say to me, Dad, why are you always so aggravated? He says, you ought to go see a doctor. I said, really? Do you really think I need to see a doctor? Or maybe I need to go 1-800-landscape helper. That's all I got to say about that. That's my bitch of the week.
That's your bitch of the week. That's it?
Is that enough? What was that? That was like a 15-20 minute rant.
See, my whole thing with the working with the family and shit like that, I tell him all the time, I would only say 1 or 2 things to Sean about what's going on, and that would be it. I'm not going to be arguing with you every day about the same shit. No, that's not going to happen.
Same shit, different day.
Yeah, I don't play that game. So anyway,
what's your bitch about today, sweetie?
My bitch today is about internet companies or people advertising companies, companies on the web, and you think that they're legit, and they turn around and they just be nothing but trouble. So as you can see, every time you see me, I have some kind of head wrap on because that's just me. I love scarves. I have drawers and drawers full of scarves. That's all I've ever worn, and that's what I do. So I liked this company, or this, I forget where I saw it. It might have been Facebook or Instagram, and I think they're, and I'm going to put you out there on Front Street. Iwafro. So when I read up on it, they said that they were a black-owned company, and I just assumed that they were maybe from Africa or something like that. So when I ordered 2 headscarves, like they're kind of like the African garb, the wrap, you put it around, you tie a scarf around. So I ordered 2, and this was back maybe the end of May. And, really pretty colors, and I'm like, oh, okay. Again, they said that I believe they said they were a US-based company. I think I read that somewhere. Anyway, placed the order, and it went through Shopify. So if anybody does Shopify, you get updates and things on when they ship and where they are in the state of being delivered, the various states. So I guess end of May, it might have been like 2 weeks, and I'm like, why is it taking so long, for this to go? So I go and look. I'm thinking, where's my product, number one? Where's it shipping from? As it turns out, it's coming from China. Okay, so it went from China. It took it 3 weeks to leave China. Then it got to Germany and sat in Germany for 2 weeks. Then when it left Germany, it went to some place called, I think, Avondale, New Jersey. And it sat there for like a month. And meanwhile, I'm corresponding or trying to correspond back and forth with the owner of the company or, the business, where's my, number one, I didn't know it was coming from China, or I probably wouldn't have ordered it. Where is, my product? Because it's been sitting and, and I said, this is your tracking. This is what's going on. Can I get some kind of update? I would get on their Facebook page and ask for an update. They wouldn't respond back for like a week. And maybe this went on longer because maybe this was the end of March. I don't know. I know it was a long time because I know whenever I tried to reply, respond or try to get a response from them, it took them like a week, 2 weeks to get back to me. And it was always, hello, dear, sorry it's going, whatever. And they can never give me an update. I never did get an update is why I sat in Jersey for a month. I mean, yeah, really. I could have went up there and picked it up. Okay, so long story short, they claimed it was delivered sometime in June, the end of June. Never received the package. Asked them for the tracking. They said USPS. I'm like, first of all, don't start talking to me about USPS because I don't want to hear about them. I can't even tell you how many complaints I have in with the post office about packages not being delivered. So they said, we checked with the tracking. They said it was delivered. And I'm like, I don't care what they said. I didn't get my package. I said, don't let me bring up all the complaints that I've had with the post office that's not getting a package. Sent that back week later, week and a half, still no response. Then all of a sudden, I send an email the other day. I'm like, can I get an update on this? What are you people doing? This is the shoddiest business practice ever. Where is my package? I don't care if you said the post office delivered. They didn't. And I want my package or I want my refund. They come back with, the post office said this. I said, again, I'm not going around with what the post office said. I said, I want my package or I want my refund. I'm going to the Better Business Bureau. And I'm going to tell everybody on there, and I'm going to go all up and down your sites or whatever that you have out there, and I'm going to tell everybody how bad of a business you are. I have nothing but time on my hands. I don't mind. I will do it. So they come back with what they thought, I guess, was the solution. Well, the post office said it was delivered, so you're basically your beef is with the post office. We can't do anything about that. But if you send us $10, we'll send you more head wraps. And in the meantime, because that's a win-win for everybody, and we'll send you some free masks. How is me sending you another $10? So now I'm going to be $60 in the hole. And I don't even know if I'm going to get a package from you. And you think sending me some masks is going to smooth this all over. Iwafro, if you're listening to me, don't. Anybody out there listening, do not buy from them. Bad business practices. The customer should be right. I should be getting some kind of refund. I don't know how you think me putting more money out to you is going to help my situation when I don't have what I paid for. And now you're telling me I got to take it up with the post office. Yeah, that's a big gripe with me. That's a big bitch session with me about them. Iwafro. Don't buy from them.
What's the name?
Iwafro.
There you go.
I believe it's spelled Ewafroo. Iwafro. Bitch asses. So yeah, that was my gripe. And I'm still trying to fight it. Trying to get.
But how do you really feel about
That's
it?
how I really feel.
Okay, I'm just checking. Could have been a little hesitation in your voice.
Case you don't know,
quite sure.
yeah, I'm pissed.
Okay.
I ain't that kind of money just throwing out there. I thought the wraps were nice. I went online and the website looked nice or whatever. I was on Facebook. All this kind of BS, and they can't even send me what I ordered. And then talking about, well, the post office said it. Like, okay, because the post office didn't deliver. I don't care. I even went to my bank to try to dispute it, but they said because I gave them the okay, I have no recourse there. I tried with PayPal. PayPal said the same thing. I'm just trying to either get my money back or get what I ordered. How difficult is that? Some bullshit. So yeah, that's my gripe.
That's what you got to say.
That's what I got to say. That's my bitch. So you done bitching, baby?
If you put the camera straight, that's going to be the next. That's going to be the next bitch session. Yeah. Ronnie keeping the camera straight on my face.
Well, maybe if I could see.
It ain't pretty, but at least we can get more than just a piece of an ear.
Oh, he's so cute.
Yeah, he's so cute.
All right, folks. So, yeah, bitch session today. That's about it. So, what did we say? Peace and love.
God bless you all, and share, like, and subscribe. Get that in the beginning.
All right, folks. Later.